2025. It is 9:28 Eastern Standard Time, and I thank you all for tuning in. This is War Notes, and today we have to talk about something that should have every parent, every grandparent, every community leader fired up and ready to fight back. This isn't just about Ohio. This is about every poor, working class, and marginalized community across America. I have baby Victor here in the background. He's playing co-host. And Ohio just passed a law that says if your child is in a public school, not a private school, not a charter school, there will be no bus transportation for them. That's right. No buses for public school kids. Let me break down exactly what that means. If you're a single mom working two jobs trying to make ends meet, you now have to figure it out how to get your child to school every single day. If you don't have a car, too bad. If you can't afford Uber or gas money, too bad. And if you don't live near a safe walking route, too bad. They don't care. They're all about private schools. They're all about charter schools, schools that are paid for by the rich and by the billionaires. This is not just an inconvenience. This is a direct attack on the poorest, most vulnerable families. And let me tell you something. Now that my car is broken down, my car, it works when it wants to work, and it's not the best thing. So we try not to run it all over the place. And now when I think about having to take my daughter to school for the first time, I was going to think about using the bus system. Why? So then that way my daughter could be taken to school, at least on the bus, if there was no other way to take her. But now, because of this direct attack on the poorest and most vulnerable families like us, Black communities, Spanish-speaking communities, immigrant communities, and yes, even poor white families living in rural areas or trailer parks. And make no mistake, this isn't about budget cuts or efficiency. This is simply about the right. It's simply this. This is about systemic racism and classism baked right into state policy. This is about making public school a nightmare for the poor so they can push privatized education. They can push online charter programs and corporate-run schools. Now, Donald Trump and the people backing him don't care about your kids, and if they're not part of the wealthy elite, they don't care if your child has to walk 5 miles in the dark just to get to school. They don't care if families have to choose between paying rent or paying for transportation. This is deliberate. It's calculated. And other states are already looking to copy Ohio's move. So what happens next? Families will start pulling their kids from public school, not because they want to, but because they physically can't get them there. And then the state will turn around and blame the parents, dragging them into court for truancy and threatening to jail time them or jail them. You can't win in a system designed to make you lose. Now, I know this is firsthand. My own daughter wanted to go to public school for middle school, and I thought it was possible. But now I may have to pull her out and put her back in an online school like K-12 because the state is making it impossible for working class families to function. We have to see this for what it is, a coordinated effort to strip away access to public education for the people who need it the most. That's exactly what it is. Back then, they didn't want us Black people to read, and they don't want us to read now. Now, this fight isn't just about Ohio. It's about every state watching and waiting to follow this blueprint. Sorry, you guys, I got a whiny baby always in the background. But that's exactly what it is. It's about us, the parents, the community members, the people who actually care about the future of our kids, standing up and saying, not on our watch. If you care about this information, if you care about protecting public schools and keeping education accessible to all kids, subscribe, follow, and share this episode with everyone that you know. The more people who know what's happening, the harder it is for them to hide it. And this has been War Notes. Please stay aware, stay informed, and stay ready. Because they're coming for the next generation, man, and they're coming hardcore. There's not even no school buses allowed. And we're the only ones standing in the way.